Alright, well, greetings and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 Inside Look Season 1, Episode 1, Navigating Showa's Route. Now, of course, in this episode, we are tracing the route of Airship Hirohito when she goes to Coronado Airport, or anywhere, really. Now, in this video, we're going to pretend she goes to Coronado Airport. So, the Hirohito, of course, is a Hindenburg-class airship, as some of you have seen in my gameplays. And in this episode, of course, we call her Showa. And what we're going to do about Showa is we're going to pretend that she had just taken off right now, and we need to follow her into the Coronado Airport to make sure she gets in okay. Now, of course, greetings team. Today we'll be tracing Showa's typical route from, get that correctly, from Meadow Lake to Coronado Airport. Meadow Lake and Los Lunas to Coronado Airport, both in New Mexico, USA. Which means, of course, we'll be flying from Los Lunas to Albuquerque. And, of course, let's ensure we're all set for a smooth journey. Weather looks excellent for the most part. So, we might encounter some turbulence near Rural Road 16, but otherwise we'll be okay. We'll keep all senses on that. All systems are pretty much green. Fuel levels are optimal. And of course, we're ready to chase Showa. So, course plotted and confirmed. We'll go where she typically goes. She referring to Showa. It is. First things first, let's make sure control surfaces are free. Flaps are down. So, one more. Okay, let's get going. Okay, by now, Showa should be right here. We gotta catch up. I'm just gonna pretend, so we gotta go. This will just have to do. Let's go. Are you ready to go? So, roll. All that screaming, turn that into aggression, okay? All that panic you're going through, you turn that into aggression. We got Showa to follow. See, Airship Hirohito usually cuts through Meadow Lake, and she does so for a reason. You know. Can any of you guess what it is? Let me know in the comment box on what her reasoning for flying through this. Her zero. Okay, while we're at it, you know, we're actually technically going faster than the Hirohito. So we need to make way for her right now. Which means, of course, go back and check on her. Just very quick.
lap number 5 for heavy. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Cleared through Charlie airspace, lap number 5 for heavy.
Okay, here's Rural Road 16. At this point, Showa, just so you know, I have reached Rural Road 16. And of course, we usually would get a reply like, "Hi," meaning yes in Japanese. And of course, I don't know what they say "hi" for. Not quite anyway. It's like yes or something along the lines of "we understand." I will, of course, tell everyone to prepare for gas bag, gas cell number 12 to deflate, and things like that. While we're at it, of course, while we're flying, and you know, we've reached the typical altitudes that Showa would typically fly. And we just passed Rural Road 16. Everything looks clear. No deviations. Not really anyway from our planned route. We don't really have a planned route. But we know where we're going. Scenic view. Left, right, up and down. And of course, as of right now, we're going to go to Uptown. All systems are pretty much stable. We're making good time. How's the wind situation? Well, it sounds steady. As of course it blows through, of course, my zero. If you're monitoring, let's be prepared for any alternate changes, just like you normally would. At this point, let me let Coronado Airport know that I'm coming in. Okay. Showa, this is a zero here. Showa, this is Airport 54 here. I'm going to go ahead and begin requesting for landing for you. So all we do at this point is, you know, beauty of a simulator, you can get outside if you need to. So, Coronado.
Alpha Charlie traffic lap number 5, heavy 9 miles south 7,100 feet inbound to land runway.
Alright. Okay. So at this point we fly over Tingley Colosseum, Cline Park, Uptown. Okay, don't crash into Cline Park. We fly over that. Actually, fly past UPS headquarters. Just a landmark. That's all it is. There's Del Norte High School. And so at this point, over Del Norte High School, Tingley Middle School. We can do this. We're an airplane, not an airship. Gresham Park, fly over, or is it? We fly towards the pattern entry for runway 04. Though we may not follow it all the way. Though we're not landing Showa's typical route, we've got to, of course, exhibit integrity here as far as this being an airplane goes. Oh, there's Hoffman Town Church, so I fly the 04. whole time, you know, I'm just telling Showa, saying do not fly in this general direction as much as you possibly can. Just, of course, fly over Royal Golf Course and things like that. So, why now? If we look out the starboard side of the Zero, around in this general area here is Royal Golf Course. It's right here. When I'm flying to Hirohito, I typically would say all engines full reverse. Usually right now, and of course, while the Zero is looking ahead, the engines would go full reverse and Showa would start landing. All I'm really doing here for Showa is being an extra set of senses. Well, I chose to fly this way because, how about something a little different from her route? You're an airplane, so you get some freedom of movement here. Turn that into aggression, will you? Screaming passengers. IFFS realistic connected. That's why I call it screaming. Remember, this is a Zero, so I can fly it aggressively if I want. So while I'm at it, this is quite a bit of distance here to be slowing down. That's how I flew this thing. There's the Balloon Fiesta Park off to the port side of the Zero here. And I suppose Showa could land there, but I choose not to. For this reason. There's equipment there on the field. And not to mention that right down below us, I'm just going to pretend that there's friendly folks guiding us in. At least trying to, anyway. And they're trying to guide the Hirohito in. No, you don't want to wreck with the Hirohito, so. Assuming that she's coming, I actually would have broken off the landing pattern, as you can see here. Alright, so Hirohito's not here. We're clear to land. So what this means here is alright. Clear. I'm gonna go ahead and process. Okay, since Hirohito's not here, and if she was coming in, let me show you something. If that airship was coming in right here, I actually would have raised the landing gear and the flaps back up, and I would have broken off. Oh, Wildflower Park. Filthy park. Yeah, look at that. That's a filthy park. I know so through experience. I've been there. Really filthy park. Okay, I've had cracks in the Sandy Memory Garden Cemetery. Ah, looks like you didn't clean up the expo from the last time I was there. Hey, I want to land. I'm sure about it. Hold on. Wow, that was really rough. Well, at least we have the airport to ourselves. And I keep canopy closed unless I'm out. Now the Hirohito could land anywhere, as you can see here. Okay, so now that we're at Coronado Airport, of course, I'll say this. Welcome to Coronado Airport, y'all. We now begin one more thing. Another successful flight. Excellent teamwork, everyone. Assuming that Hirohito is here, let's secure the airship and conduct our post-flight checks. And now, of course, let's look around here. We're referring to the Coronado Airport. Of course, since I'm an airplane as of today, or actually I'm not personally an airplane, but you know, since I chose to fly a zero airplane to Coronado Airport today, I will, of course, taxi it over to where the other airplanes are, and of course, right here, actually where I'm taxiing to zero, this is the Hirohito spot. Right here. Next up. I don't think it really matters position I park. Assuming this is us. I don't think it matters. Alright, so parking brake is there. Now I need to shut down the airplane. Now I put the flaps away. All we gotta do is just move that mixture all the way back. Cooler. So, have in there. Okay. Let's get out. Okay, we're on times of peace. I'll go out the left. I'll go out the right. Starboard. Course. Actually, let me close the canopy real quick. I'm not going back in there. I'm just going to reposition here real quick. Okay, so now let's going here. Alright, let's do our post-flight checks. Just like we do with the Hirohito, we do our post-flight checks. Let's go with the expo grounds at this point. Okay. Sometimes the Hirohito will land right here. If you want to know what I'm talking about, please see, of course, the Transit Equity series, to name one series. Okay, assuming that that's the case, you know, Hirohito can land anywhere, really. Sometimes she lands, like, right here. Looks like the Expo didn't disappear. That's okay. Cool either way. There's the plane. Remember, we came here by airplane, so... Again, we came here by airplane. Oh, looks like Denali's fascinated with a 0 today. This junk here. Alright, so another successful flight. Excellent teamwork, everyone. As for the rest of you, I trust that you are securing the airship, airplane, the airships, airplane, everything else. And of course, all systems are off, except for the flaps, of which someone has to learn how to retract. Or better yet, you know, I'm expecting an emergency, so I'm just going to leave the flaps down on purpose, as you might have seen. Well, somebody says, Showa performed almost flawlessly. It's always a pleasure to work with a well-coordinated team. I beg to differ. I mean, the Showa, she has a tendency to tilt, either dangerously downwards or upwards whenever I flew her. Agreed. Can't wait to see what our next route has in store for us. Hopefully we won't dangerously tilt. Well, thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll explore hopefully new routes and exciting challenges. Until then, safe travels. Otherwise, that's our show. If you like, please like and subscribe. Now, of course, I came up with this episode out of nowhere, as though it seems, but I used Microsoft Copilot to help me make the episode. And of course, I enjoy entertaining you all. If there's anything you want me to say or do better, let me know in the comments and I'll make them better, because I will admit I make boring videos, so please show and tell me what I can say or do better. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you all around.